here we have the remote repository. Until now, we've been working on our local repositories, but before we jump into the remote repository again, we will again continue to recap what we have done until now in our local repository, and then we can talk about the remote repository. So actually, while we are talking about local is our own computer. We work on our own computer. We create a repo on our local computer. We create branches on our local computer. We use Git commands, add files, and commit them in our local computers. But then when we complete everything, it's good to have to store them in somewhere that we can access later. For example, when you format your computer, all your local files will be gone, and there is no other way to back them up after it's gone. So sometimes the computer just gets crashed and then you lost your files. Well, in this case, it's good to have and store our files, our commands, our project files in somewhere, which we are going to call them as remote. And as a remote repository, we will be using a service called GitHub. So again, I will come to that point much more detail, but now let's do a recap from last lesson, because we again need to create some local repo on our computers. Then we will also need to be practicing the branch and the conflicts that we haven't covered the conflicts yet. So we will cover the conflicts. Then next step, we will push them to the remote. Well, in this case is GitHub. Okay, next. All right, again, that is something about other computer, like another service is a remote service, remote repository. Actually, it's somewhere in the cloud, we say in the cloud, but it's somewhere in the internet, and we store it in the cloud. Actually, we store our codes in the cloud. Well, there are a lot of different services. So GitHub is one of them. And again, we will be cloning a remote repo to the local. And also we will be working how to pull, push, and everything that we can work with the remote repository. So again, first of all, let's talk about that Git workflow. Yeah. So here are the most common things that we will be working on our local computers while we are on a local repo. So let's create one another project in our own computer. Then we will practice all the things that we have learned so far. And once we are done, let's continue with the branch exercises. Well, in this case, I am going to create again a new folder on my desktop where I will place my project repo inside. So in this case, let me just create a new folder. So you can even do that with a touch or mkdir command, which is make directory. Well, that's the shortest ways. I like to just continue to using the interface here. So we can basically create a folder by just right click and say new folder. So that's my new folder. And I need to give a name to that. Well, in this case, let's just continue with resume folder. So I decided to make a resume of myself. All right. So let's just create a resume folder. Well, this is going to be my project that I will store my resume inside. And then you could do it with a Linux command. So let's open your terminal, which if you're on Windows, it's git bash. So I'm using iterm on my computer. Well, again, the other way that you can create your folder is to go to your desktop. So currently, once you open the terminal, the first thing that we will look at is where I am currently, because it's important so we can find a way to go to desktop and open that resume folder, or just navigate through your resume folder, because you have to know where you are. Well, this tilde sign shows me that I'm in my home folder and my desktop is right inside my home folder. So I can continue with the CD and desktop. So, well, it's in most cases, when you open your terminal, it's your home folder and your desktop is located inside your home folder. So you can just type CD desktop to go there. So this is now on my desktop folder. And in my desktop, again, there's a resume folder. Let's say I don't have that resume folder. So what can I do is just to create it with a Linux command too. Make directory. Yeah, I changed my keyboard, so just having some tough times to writing. Okay, make directory, and this is going to be a resume folder. That also do the same thing. That will create a resume folder for me. So you can choose either way. Because I have multi screens, and I just wanted to do that here. I just right click and create resume folder. Okay. All right, so I'm not going to detail this resume. That's not my job, but we will do a basic resume things that we would have in a resume, right? Our names, our phone numbers, our contact information, our skills, and just that's all. Okay. And the next thing, before I start Git init, oh, I have to be careful that I'm on the desktop, not in my resume folder. If I do that in desktop, and in many cases that happens in your home folder right here. Okay, for example, right now, many people do Git init here, which is wrong because we need to navigate to the resume first. So this one, then we should say that Git init inside that resume folder. Well, if you do that, the next time when you just open your iTerm, it will just show you your home folder is a Git repo. Then it will be impossible to work on your resume because your home folder is your top folder, the top parent folder. So any other folders inside your home folder, which means everything on your computer, you can't make your project work properly. So that's why when you open your terminal and in your home folder, if you see that Git here, just remove that folder, that .git. Just run this command to remove that Git repository from your home folder. Again, if you see that Git next to the home folder, so then you can run this. I'm just checking out my Slack. Okay. Right. Make sure that your mic is off while speaking. Maybe it's a private things. Not sure. All right. All right. Well, all right. So if you do that, then it will remove that Git repo from your home folder, so you are good to go. But sometimes you are on the desktop. Okay. So let me check. Okay. I think no, fine. Well, sometimes on your desktop, and you say Git init here, which is wrong, which is also wrong. If you see a Git next to your desktop, so this location, basically again run the same command. Git, so rm remove folder and the folder name, which is .git. So just say that, enter, and then you're all good to go again. So just clear this. Okay, so that's the command that when you make your desktop or your home folder a Git repo mistakenly, that happens, but this is the fix. Okay, so where should I make this initialization in should be in resume folder. So I should go to the resume folder first. Yusuf, that's the command that you can run. So what we'll do if you git init and nothing happens, I think it will reinitialize the things, but I don't think that everything that you did will get lost. No, I don't think. I've never done this, but we can try. So let's go now to the resume. So I need to go my resume folder. Inside the resume folder, I should say git init. So that's the correct way how we can work with the repo. And as just Yusuf asked, let's try git init one more time. Let's just say reinitialize the existing Git repository. And I don't think that you will lost everything that you did before. I don't believe. So everything will be there, just reinitialized. That's all. But if you remove that Git folder, you lose every changes you've done. Not the files. Files are there. But only the change you have done. You can't store any versioning anymore. So there's no more versioning. So you cannot get back to any other previous version if you remove the folder. But the files will be there. So you don't get lose any of your files. But just you will lose every history that you've done before. So, okay, let's do git init again. Where? In my resume folder. Where is my resume folder? We can just check pwd, and that shows me that, okay, that's my home folder. That's my home folder. Inside my home folder, there's a desktop folder. Inside the desktop folder, there's a resume folder. So I'm right now in here. So let's clear and continue. I hope it's clear. Look, if it is not, then just run this command, clear. All right. Well, next step. If we get back to the slideshow here, the first thing we will do while we are coding a repo is git init. The second thing, not the actual second, but many times, as many as possible, we just check the status of the repo before we get started. So that's just show us the status. Doesn't do anything. You can run as much as you like. So git status, just show and see the status. That's all. Right now, I don't see anything. Do you know why? It gave me an error. It's a fatal error. Oh, it's a huge mistake. It's a fatal. No, we didn't run the git init. It's not a repo. It's just a folder. It's just any folder on your desktop that you can correct before. It's not about commit. It's not about just, it's not Git. It's not a repo. I haven't initialized the Git, which means it's not a repo. It's just a folder, any folder. Any folder you put your pictures, the images, your text files and everything. It's just a folder as a regular folder. But now, if I do git init, all right, now it's the repo. Now I can run any Git commands here. Before, I cannot. Okay, so let's just get clear again. Right, now it's a Git repo. The next thing, let's check the status. What happened in this folder? Git status. So nothing, because I have no files inside it. So it's just an empty file, just a folder, sorry, is an empty folder with no files in it. It's just an empty folder. Well, so the next thing, to commit, I need to add some files first. So create a file first. So let's create a resume file in it. Again, it's a text file. Okay, so I'm going to, again, in the two ways you can create the file, right? You can right click and a new file and then just create that file, or inside the resume folder, you just say touch the file name, which is, again, let's say resume.txt. So that's my file, that's my resume. It could be a Word document. Usually it's a Word document, but I'll just make it much more easy. No styling, nothing, just a text file would be better to understand even that how Git works. So it's just a regular text file, and I'm creating that file right inside this folder. Now, as you know, we can check what's inside without double clicking and opening this one. So I can just say list. So, oh, yeah, there it is. So it's the resume file I just created. Well, the next thing that, of course, we need to add a few things inside. You can double click and open and start writing on it. Or in a Linux way, you can open in a Vim, and then you can put your text in the Vim editor. That's your choice. So you can pick any way. But in case that is much more easy, so I'll just double click and open the folder. I will double click and open the file. And now I can start editing the file right here. That's quite easy, yes. So let me just zoom in. By the way, yeah, I think it's working. Okay. All right. Yeah, you can use echo. That's fine. And you can even use the Vim if you will add more lines, right? Okay, so it's my resume file. And my resume, what would I put at the beginning? It's my name and my surname. So Jamil as a surname, I'm just using the Clarus. Okay, I am Jamil Clarus. Well, the next stuff that we will put after your name, mostly where are you located, and your email and your phone number usually. Yeah, I would also prefer the Vim because echo you can only add one single line and you have to run many times. But here you just open, or in the Vim you can do that either. But again, if there's some conflict with the Vim, because insert mode, escape, and then quit and write, and the things may confuse many other students. So that's why I just use that easy way. But if you're confident with the Vim, go for it, really. Okay. And if you practice Vim very well, if you put it in your resume, that's a huge plus for you. If you have Vim, if you're using Vim as a developer, it's a big plus. So it shows that you are not a regular developer. Okay, if anybody in the interview, they might ask you what's your favorite text editor or IDE. Well, you can say that it's not IDE, but I like to use Vim. And you have to know why, because the next question is why. So you have to know why you like the Vim. That will really huge plus points for you in your interview. Yeah. Well, okay. So also good to know what is IDE and the text editor anyway, just another topic. Well, continue adding some lines. So that's my first name. And then I'm just adding my phone number. So you can call me. Actually, it will not work because it's just a random numbers. I'm just putting now 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's my phone number. And then Jamil at example.com. And then just locate it in yeah, it doesn't import it. So I'll just make it very, very basic. I just put it here. All right. Okay. So, well, that's the heading part in my resume and initial comments. So I'll just save this file. So you can add anything you want. I'll just save this file, which you can go to file and click save. Now it's saved. And even if you are using Windows, that's the same thing, I believe. Just click File and Save. That will be fine. And I believe you started the HTML already. You can even create an HTML file if you want. But anyway, just stick with the text file. It's just simple. Okay. So now I'm done. Now let's check the status. What happened there? Okay. Git status. Oh, now I have a red flag here. It's not a red flag. It says that it's untracked. You have created a file, but Git is not tracking the file because I didn't let Git follow it or just track it. So that's why I need to run my next command. But before that, just waiting for you if everything is fine and clear. For me, it's clear. Right. Okay, so I've got a file here. I opened and I edited. You can add anything you want. That's because the resume, I'm adding my name, my phone number, and my email address. and just save it. Done. Save the file. And it's just here. The next command again, as you can see also here, is the status. So now I just checked the status. Well, just see the status, what happened. You don't have to if you know what you're doing. So, but sometimes it's good to know what happened there. Because, you know, in a project file, there are a lot of different files, a lot of many other files, and it's not just only the file. So, well, it's also good to check the status as always, because you may have some unwanted results. Okay. Well, so it says that it's now untracked. You can add more files, but I will stick with the one file. Just keep it easy, okay? All right. So the next command is add the file. So we have two ways, right? One, we can use git add and the file name if it's only a file, or you can use like just send. It's just git add dot. So it means all the files. If you have many files you want to add to your commit, remember the shopping cart when you go into the shopping mall or the grocery shop. So as much as you want, you need to add the items one by one. Sometimes it's a huge, so put it all, so git add all, or just sometimes git add the item one by one. It depends. So you can put in one by one, or you can add them all at once. Yeah. So that's now we are adding it to our shopping cart. So you can use this command as well because I have only file. So it's now in my shopping cart. To just check the status again, we are now getting the clue from the Slack. So let's check the git status again. Well, this time is the green, which means that I have already added. But Git tells me that if you made it a mistake, you can remove it. You can remove the file if you want. So you can take the item out of your shopping cart and put back to the shelf. That happens, right? It's sometimes you made a mistake. So you can run this command. Just replace your file name with this. But no, I didn't make a mistake. It's been there. It's in my shopping cart. But in shopping cart, we call in the Git terminology, it's the staging area. Get back to here. It's my shopping cart. So this is my shopping cart.
Excuse me, Mr. German.
Yes, please.
When I type the git status, I see two files. One starts with the dot. So is this normal?
What's the file name? VS something?
Yeah, dot SWP.
SWP.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a hidden file.
Yeah.
You don't have to add that. So you can add the single file.
Git add dot, so everything is now.
So you can remove that dot, that file. You can remove it. It's a hidden file. And for example, in my Mac, the Mac generates a ds_store file automatically for indexing the folder to make the search easy. Many Mac users also having that, and you don't want to include it in your project folder because that ds_store file is just for Mac. It's just for my computer. It's nothing about my project. So better you add the file alone, or you made a mistake and it's not a mistake. You just made this git add all, and you again check the git status, and it shows you a file that shouldn't be here. So you can remove that file. Basically, you can just run this command, put that file name there. You're good to go. That's why it's always good to check the status. And again, in the Windows computers, it happens too. If you open this folder in the VS Code, I think the Visual Studio Code is adding a .vs code file here. You can just ignore it. Okay, so now we are done with the git status. It's clear. Now, the next thing is go to the checkout, go to the cashier and give the money, get the receipt. So let's just clear this. Now we will explain what did we do there. We add the header line, just the header to our resume. That's our message, is our commit message. So I will just say git commit with, I have to add this message. If you don't, it will open a new window to let you write something. But again, I can show you what it looks like, but basically it's just git commit -m means that message. You are including your message right after that. So you can explain what happened there. I add header to my resume. That's it. Add header. Add header part. Add header section. Up to you. Now that's my message. Boom. Now let's check status again. What happened? Right now it's clear. Nothing happens, nothing to add, nothing to commit. It's just clean, which means my file has been now checked out. To see that, we can now use git log. What happened? What was my previous commits in the grocery shop, your receipts. So git log. Oh, here it is. Who, when, what time, what did you do? So it's all here. That's my commit. I can just hit Q here, just hit Q there, and we quit. Well, we get back to here. That's the Git workflow. Initialize a project, add your file, run git add, or here again, git add dot, git commit, and finished. Again, the next time you make your changes, so I'm going to do now. So let's make more changes. So open the file again. This time, let's do a few more things. I've decided that, okay, well, I figure out that my phone number is wrong. And yeah, let's make some changes. Or I change my phone number. So this time my phone number is 987-654-321. So 32. All right, I changed my phone number. So I made a change and I will save the file. So you can go file and save the file. There it is. The file is now clear and saved. I'm basically making a change in any line, or you change your email address. You decided to use another email address. So you can do anything you want. I made my changes. Only one change is fine. Save the file, close it, and git status. Okay. So git status. Oops. All right. Oh, it's modified. So what has changed? Would you like to see? Okay, it's not here. It's not here, but it's just another command. Git diff difference. Show me the difference. Git diff. Okay, you tell me, hey Git, you tell me it's modified, but you don't tell me what is modified. So show me that the lines have been modified. So it's the command show you the git difference. So basically it's git diff. Now it shows you this line has been deleted and this line has been added. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, so quit. If you're not happy with them, yeah, actually you can just go and replace the text with the old one. Basically, there's another way, but I don't want to confuse your mind. So just make it clear. So if you are not happy, yes, that could be a question. There's a way, but again, I just want to keep it clear. So you can go your file and change it to the back. Change your number to the previous one. That's the easiest one. Okay. But of course, in Git, there is a command that you can just clear the head and get back to the beginning. Okay. So now I'm happy with my changes. I will again run the same lifecycle methods, the git add and git commit. That's it. Make your change, git add, git commit. Make your change, git add and git commit. That's the only thing you do while you're working on your project. And sometimes git status, sometimes git log. Maybe you don't even check out the earlier versions. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But I think I never do that. I just continue developing that. Okay. Well,
Please, sir, I saw the comment git commit that a. What is the difference between git commit -a and git commit -m?
the question is for Lisa or for me?
Pardon, sir?
Lisa. Okay. Now for me. Sophia?
Yeah, sir. I'm talking because on the screen, I'm so git add and or git commit -a. That's what I want to know the meaning of git commit -a.
Git commit -am.
No, I saw here
Wait, where did you see it?
when you have your file modified in red, now no change added to commit. The next line. Yeah, no change, use git add the a or that git commit that.
Okay. Oh, good question.
A. What is the meaning? Is it the same thing as git add? Yeah, that one.
Good question. Good question. I like your question. Okay. Well, now, up until now, we use git add and the file name or just git add all. Well, Git says us, you can basically do that by using this as well. But at the same time, you are committing it. So if you don't want to run these two commands, one by one, like git add all, git commit, git add, git commit, git add, git commit. If you don't want to make it separately, it tells you, do this. Please don't enter. If you do that, it adds the file and it commits at the same command, just one command. So you run one command, then it happens. Okay?
Okay.
But I want to do that. I want to add my message as well. Because I will show you if you don't put that M, what happens. Sorry, -M. Remember, we used to have a -M before. Now just add A before, because you asked that question. It's a good question. So to see the difference, nice one. So you can do that. You can do that. You can even do that. So there's two functionalities working here, parameters. So we have add, we have a message. So with single line of command, we can add and commit the file at the same time. But here it doesn't tell you the M for the message, but I do tell you, just use it to add your message. Let's continue with adding message. Again, did we add any file? Did we run git add? Did we run this? No. Let's check the status again. First, everything clear. Oops, clear. And then let's check the git status again. Oh, no, I didn't add. I usually run the git add and also git commit. But this time, let's try this. There's another way how we learn, right? Just tell us we can run this or this. Let's do that. But with one difference, git commit -a and m. And let's add your message again. This time it's not just m, also a. So what is the command? Change phone number or update phone number. Okay, that's my change. Look, this time I'm not adding the file, but this command is going to add and also commit. Is that clear? You do add and commit at the same time. Is that clear? Sophia, is that clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Nice. Good. If it is not, stick with the old way. Git add first, then commit then. But this time we are adding and committing at the same time. Just enter, it's added and committed, done. I will show you one more thing. If you don't hit that end before that break, we have 3 minutes. So if you don't include your message, what happens? Or if you just run this command, what happens? I will show this too. Let's make another change, our email address. Open it. This time, my email is changed. I'm now using different email address. Well, okay. Gmail clarus.example.com. So that's my new email address. I made my changes. It's good to have because now I'm storing it. I'm changing the file. Look, it's the same file that's at the beginning, since the beginning. But the thing is, I'm now adding it and committing it and versioning it. So I can anytime get back the first version, second version, and third version, because now after this change, it will be the third change. Anyway, let's make the change. I've got a message from Yusuf. Let me just quick look at it. All right, don't worry. Just continue, Yusuf, continue. You don't have to run anything. You don't have to worry anything. Just continue what we're doing here. And I will show you that later, because I will also change mine. Git commit won't start then. Oh, okay. If it doesn't start, Yusuf, you can see that it says run there. Okay, let me show you on here. It says run this command and add your email address, and also run this command and change your name. Just it. Write all this text. You can copy it, but change your email address between these quotation marks. Don't remove that marks. Just change your email address and enter. Next, run this. You should type this until here and change your name and enter. Then git commit will work. It says what to do actually. Run these two commands, okay? Yusuf, is that clear? All right, so now I made my changes, save it. Okay, I make changes, Yusuf, don't worry. I just make change, add comments, okay? But it's actually, wait a little bit. Okay, don't do it now, don't try anything. Just watch here because this part is important. Now, I make another change. Just see the status, git status. No, okay, that's modified again. I can use git div, git students break. Oh, it's break time, but okay, we will do after the break, okay? So here it is. I have changed my email address. I remove this one and I change it to that one. And let's just run this command, git commit students break. Okay, so, well, let's give a break. Yusuf, if you want, you can join me in the breakout room. So I'm now opening a breakout. I will see you after the break time. So we have 15 minutes. Well, see you soon. Interestingly, this computer desktop showing 44. The another desktop is showing 45. My computer is just get crazy. Okay, don't worry. See you 15 minutes later. Yes, I can do now. Thank you. All right. So we were just trying to fix out a problem. If you have any idea, can you please shout on the Slack? Because in this problem here, the thing is, none of the git commands is giving a response, just giving an error. The operation is not permitted. It's just told me that, I mean, it just make me understanding, interestingly, the user cannot make any change in any folder. So have you ever got this problem? We just search on the internet. We have several things happened. We tried all, didn't work. If it did happen to you before, if you have a solution, can you shout on the Slack, please? So that was the thing we were trying to fix, and it might happen to you as well. So it would be really nice. And again, the iTerm doesn't allow the user to create a folder in here. So what I think the Mac permissions iTerm, so I think in the settings, Rabia, maybe in the settings of the Mac, in the privacy settings, if you're a good Mac user, I think in some settings there in privacy, there might be a permission that you have to give the iTerm, I believe. Maybe that permission should be given, then the iTerm make changes on your desktop folder. That's an idea. Second idea, instead of a desktop, maybe you can go to your any other folder like documents, like downloads, or maybe any folder in the home directory that you can make a folder. So that's another solution that comes to my mind, Rabia. So in your home folder, I believe that's the thing that I just believe that iTerm is not doesn't have any privilege in the Mac settings. So you should give iTerm to access to your desktop. I believe the iTerm cannot access to your desktop. So that's another suggestion to you, to create a folder in your home folder, not desktop, okay? Create your resume folder in home folder and try Git init inside that folder and resume in the home folder. That might solve your problem, if I'm not wrong. Can you try this? And let me know in the direct message and select. Okay, or anybody else thinking another way, just let us know.
So my issue is concerning the GitHub. I've done an assessment in the Python. Now they told me to put it in GitHub. I went to my collab and save it at GitHub. When I went to GitHub now, they told me the collaboratory is supposed to accept. I went to create an account on GitHub, but they told me to write a username. Yeah, I was confused. I didn't know how to do with the link.
Yeah, we will come to that GitHub thing. So we are currently on the local now, and I will explain this GitHub pull, push, and all other related things to the GitHub in this lesson, okay. Sophia, okay?
Okay, sir, thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
I want to start, please. The last question is, when you are at the end, how should I do to go back to my comment line?
From where? From there. Git?
From here, yeah, because end was here. Yeah, this end.
Q.
How should I do that to go to my
Q?
Go back to my...
Hit Q. Q. Letter Q.
Okay, thank you.
Quit. Q for quit.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. Now, we've got another question in the breakout room that again I want to show you now. Okay. So because that was the answer for that question and also what I want to show you. Well, now remember, I told you that when we commit, we usually add -m and the message. What if you don't use the next part? Just say git commit. What happens? Okay, let's try this one now. First of all, let's create everything. And then let's open up the file again. So make some changes, as always we do. Oops. Okay, let's make some changes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
It's Shayda.
Yes.
I missed that Git Diff. What happened? Can you explain it again shortly?
All right. Git Diff.
Thank
actually,
you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Git Diff is actually showing us the difference before and after. So right now, what I've done, okay, first of all, let's just git status first, okay? Git status. So in git status, it shows that this file is modified, but what? We don't say it, yes? So I will close this one, okay. So the git diff actually helped me, git diff has helped me to see what is modified, which line is modified, because git tells me it's modified, but what? So the git diff is the command show the difference, the changes between the first commit, then the new change, okay? So if I say git diff here, but again, you had to have some changes in there. If you don't have any change, so you can't see the difference. So first we need to have a difference, like some differences. So we made to change some changes. So this is the thing that I changed. I changed my email address. Before that point, maybe because we entered the break time, we missed some points. So let me explain a little bit. In the previous version, that was just Gmail example, and let's save it. You don't have to do anything, just watch please. So the Gmail example. Right now, if you check the Git status, look what happens. Git status, Git status, come on. Okay. It says nothing because it's all the same. I didn't change anything. But this time, I'm going to open my file again. And I remembered that I changed my email address. And I wanted to update my email address in my resume. So let's zoom in a little bit. So let's update that. Okay, now I've done file, save, close. Now I have some changes, right? So let's say git status. Oh yes, now I have changes, but what? You can say that, hey, Jamil, you change it, you should know it. Yes, I know what I changed, but think about this. You made a lot of changes and then it's a timeout. The next day you come in and then you open your files and you don't remember what happened. It happens. So you need to go and check what has changed there. So at that time, to just see the remember, because if you open the file, this file doesn't show you what has changed. How do you know what has changed here? No idea. And remember, you will be working on hundreds of files, not just a file. So that's why the Git diff help us to see the differences, what I've done. So this is my file, and that's my first 2 lines. I remove this and I add this. Actually, I didn't remove anything. I basically add Clarus to that, but Git or your computer cannot understand. The Git only understand this line has been replaced with this one. So this is deleted, this is added. It's just show the difference. That's it. Nothing happens. Like it's not like git add, git commit. It's just show the difference like git status, but it shows the difference in the file, what happened. So minus for the deletion and the plus is for the addition. Is that clear, Sheda?
Yes, sir. Thank you. All clear.
All right. That's not only your questions, I know. Many others also have the same questions. Thank you for shouting out. Well, so let's just quit. Yeah, how can I exit Q letter on our keyboard? Just hit Q for quit. Q. Okay, very nice. So just clear, and here we are. Well, this time again.
Sir, I'm sorry.
All
This
right.
is a loop.
Okay.
It happened to me many times. When I put Q, when I hit enter, it says to me Q command not found.
Oh, interesting. Are you sure where you like? Did you do that when you git diff?
After git diff, yes, it came back to me on my screen to the $, and I put Q and I hit enter, and it tells me command not
found. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. If it is in the command line, if you see the $, you don't have to do that. You're already good to go. You already just show and then quit it already automatically. So I think Windows computers does this.
Okay, perfect.
But in my computer on many other Macs, I think they do this, show it. So you have to quit. But you already see the $sign there, which we don't see the $sign. Instead of $sign, we see this X. So if you see the $sign, because now the Linux is looking for a command, there's no Q command. That's the thing. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
No worries. Just say clear and you're all good to go. Yep. Thank you for this question as well. Now, by the way, Serjan has shared some Mac settings thing there. I don't think is that the correct where that the Serjan, if you can locate me the settings with the the left, you see it on the right, so left tabs, and it shows too many tabs on the left, the settings. I think in the privacy tab, I believe it's somewhere with the iTerm there. That iTerm doesn't allow to access the desktop. That's maybe the issue. Well, next up. So here we have the changes now. The next thing I want to show you is what if we just say git commit without this? Okay. And like the Sophie's questions, if we check the status, what if we just type this without a message? What happens? Okay, so let me show you. If you just say git commit, you forgot this and you forgot to include your message. No worries. This happens. The Git will open. Okay, it didn't. Once more time. Git commit -m, but no message. But wait, it didn't open, by the way. Oh, there is no add. We didn't add this to the basket, and we're trying to check out. We can't. So first of all, this is red. We put it into the staging, which is our shopping cart. We'll say git add first, right? Let's do this first. Git add and dot. Now let's commit without message. Okay, git commit, no message. You forgot this and just did this. Oh, what happened? Blimey. So, well, how can I quit? What should I do? Where can I add my message? What's happening here? Any idea?
Colon WQ, right?
Good.
It's Shada.
Yeah, Shada, yes. Okay, this is Vim editor. And in this Vim editor, as you know, we need to write a message right here. So we need to include a message first. So did you do that while you are seeing this screen?
No. I was just trying to do some changes at my file to see.
In that case, because this file is not created and you are trying to write and quit, well, you should just try to write first, like W first, and it will ask you the file name. You save it first, then you can quit. That would be maybe the good choice.
Okay, I will just try it now. Thank you so much.
Because you are doing the same thing at the same. I never tried this again. I just guessed, and then let's see if that works. The tech is just about guessing. Nothing to know everything. It's impossible. Just based on my experience, that's just an idea. Okay, I hope many others is just join. Well,
I just tried it, even if it is only the W and it says no file name.
Yeah, no file. You tried to write?
Yeah, I tried it.
Interesting. So there is no file exist.
Actually, there is. I just created the resume folder and there's a file name is resume.txt.
That's interesting. Never had this before. We can check that out later. Yeah, that's good to know because I want to know as well. Yeah, right now, what did we do before we got lost? Well, here we committed without the message. We forgot to include the message, but we just typed git commit. But this case, this Vim editor is opened. So this is Vim editor. So the message we have forgotten needs to include it here. Remember, in the Vim, we need to hit I letter on the computer first. So I'm hitting I in the insert mode, and you can see it's now insert. In the insert mode, now write your message. What did I do? I changed my email. So update. So there's no string because it's a file now. Just write your message there. Update email address. So that's the change. That's the message I forgot to add. Now you add your message at the beginning in here. So you can add as much as you want. It's just a single line. You can make it double, third line. So you can write a paragraph. But again, we don't suggest that. Just try to sum up everything in just a single line. So now I'm done. If I hit enter, it will go to the next line. So it doesn't work like in the Git command line. So because another command is a now editor. If you hit enter, so it will just create a new line. Okay, the next thing we need to hit escape again. This is Vim editor, remember? Escape. Oh, it's all gone. Sorry, let's check. Okay, it's back. So hit escape. Now I exited from the insert mode. The next, I'm going to type this colon, right, and quit. That's how we can fix it. Yusuf, are you done with this?
No, it doesn't work on Windows. Escape doesn't work on Windows.
Escape should work on Windows. Why not? As a Vim editor, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I got Windows-based computer. I uploaded a virtual machine, Ubuntu. But I don't know why it doesn't work. Escape WQ doesn't work. I'll try on my own.
Interesting.
Great. Okay.
Yeah. So because it's a Vim editor for me, maybe it's yours, maybe Nano, maybe not Vim editor. I don't know. So I can see your screen later. So then next, let's quit. And this time I have committed correctly. Again, look, I've missed that -m. So what is my suggestion? Don't forget, commit -m and your message. Don't forget that, okay? You can forget your message after -m, okay? You can forget your message. That doesn't happen anything. But if you forget to put -m, it will open a Vim editor. But again, it's just the Vim editor. Don't scare. Just change your line, add your message, and then quit. Well, now let's say git log to see what happened before. Git log. What's my previous commits? Here, the first I added the header section, then I updated the phone number, and I updated the email address. Nice. This one, the last commit message that I've done in the Vim editor. So I basically again hit Q to exit this one. And now let's continue. Check out. You decided to just remember what was your first phone number you have used in your resume. Sometimes it happened. Sometimes your old resume is still being sent to the companies, and maybe companies trying to catch you from your old phone number. And you just wanted to remember what was your previous phone number, or what was the previous phone number you have used in your resume. That was the question, because if you open this, you don't see any change there. You don't see your first phone number. Do you? Do you remember the first phone number? It was 01 something, right? But it's not 987. So what was your first phone number you have used in your resume in the beginning? Well, this time we can now check the first version. That's it. This is now versioning. And now let's just back to our first version. Well, so how do I do that? Git checkout and the commit ID. So let's see the commits once again to see the ID numbers. So this is the commit ID, and they are unique. There's no second same ID. So they are all unique. Well, what I will do, I will grab 5 first characters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough. And then just copy this. I'll just copy or right click and copy, up to you. So I'll copy the first 5 lines to go to first version. That's my first version. So I want to go my first version to see what was the phone number I have used before. So git check out my previous. Oh, come on, it doesn't copy it. Let's do that again. Git log. What was my first? Just say copy here and quit. Git checkout and this. Now done. Done. I'm in the first version. How do I see it? Double click. Look at the magic now. Double click and open it. So this is your first phone number you have used. Oh, what happened? the folder, the file hasn't been changed. It's the same file that I've used since the beginning, even my email and my phone number as my first version. It's magic. I didn't change any file. I don't see any other files here, just the same file, but a different version. Yeah. So if I get back to the latest version again, and if I keep this file open, doesn't change? Does the inside change? In some computers, they do change. Let's see if it changed or not. If it doesn't, we will close and we will open again. So that's the first version. Remember, the email address is just Gmail, and the phone number is 123456789. Okay, but let's see if we get back to the latest version, which is master, right? So git checkout master. Now I'm going to the latest version this time. Enter. Seems nothing has changed here. So we have to close. Now open again. Look what it is look like. My email address and my phone number is different. So now I'm the latest version. So anytime you can go back. So that's basic Git. I hope now you have much more clear picture what this Git workflow look like. With this actual resume sample, but now it's branching. It's time to go for the branch. Okay. I know it's hard to understand, so that's why this time I'm going to use some tools to make it visual, which is my Draw.io website will help me out, I believe. Okay, I will creating a new diagram. Create a new diagram, a blank diagram. So that will be great to change the name. Git branches. If I could write, imagine what I could do without typing. I could do a lot. So remember, just imagine if I could type git branch. Okay, I'll just create this, and it's asking me to pick a folder. Let me do it just real quick in my Google Drive. Ooh, too many things. So I'm just trying to find. Okay, I'm trying to say my Git Draw.io file. This time I can't see my folders. I can't even create a new folder. That's interesting. Let me just. Oh, yes, I will do this. Okay, now it's working. Okay, now here it is. Yeah, that's right. So I click the wrong button. Yeah. Okay, so, all right. Well, this time about branches. Why we are using branch? Well, usually if you're working alone, you probably don't use branch because you're only one and you know what to do. But when you're working with your friends, you're working in the same file, it's good to have branch because my changes doesn't affect your changes. Your changes doesn't affect my changes. Yeah, so we can't work on the same file. Or let's think about the branches like this. You have one computer and you have two friends with you, and you are working in the same computer in the same file. You have 10 fingers, they have 10, and 10 more, 30 fingers on your computer. Let's work. If you're playing piano, it might be possible with 2 people, even 3 people is impossible. But on your computer, 3 people is working in the same file. That's impossible. So that's why we all have different computers. Now you can represent it as different branches. So, or even let's get back to the shopping example. You are sharing your home with your 2 friends. Then you went to the grocery shop all together and buying some stuff to your home. Yeah. And then you can all 3 go the same places, get the things, just chit chat. Or you can just ask the others, let's distribute. You go this way, you go that way, let's go and buy, and this will be make more faster. So you divide it to the branches. So they do shop themselves, you do your own shop, and then when you come back, you check out together. You merge the things in, then you check out. Yeah, so we will do that in the Git as well. How did we get to this screen? I will share if after I create it. Even I can share the link with you, I believe. Let me just check. I think I will copy the link. I'll share it with you. This is blank now. Serjan shared, but not mine. So let me share mine. So you can access this with this link. Okay. Now, branching. We have a few more minutes to the breakout, so break time. So let's just check for some. Oh, so I need to make it public, by the way. So it's not public, I guess. So I will just say anyone with link. Okay, now you can open. I'll copy the link once again. I'm not sure if it's changed, but I think it's the same thing. Let me check if the link is same. The link is same. Now should be working, yes. Okay, now, well, next branch. Again, we are working with a difference. So you are writing your resume with 3 people. That's really maybe not the thing because not, but let's say you have some friends who understand creating a resume, a better one, and you share your resume with them and let them edit too. And you ask 2 others to do that changes for you because you just don't want to stick with one idea. You want to go for the another idea as well. Let's see how they do. And then you will merge it to make your resume look better. Okay, so is that clear? You are writing your resume, but resume writing is another job. There are more professionals, they do it more professionally, and you decided to give your resume to them, to other people, a professional, to let them edit, and then if you're happy with one of them, you merge that, okay? However, the good thing is they know how to use Git, like you. They are good at Git, they know how to use Git, and then you are now decided to go, okay, I will practice Git, and then I will share my resume with them through Git, okay? So let's think about this scenario. Well, we need branches for every other people. So now, right now, until now, you have just done these changes in your master branch. Okay, until now, we've made our change on our master branch. So if I just draw one circle there, a perfect one. Okay, so that is your master branch. Can I just say a master branch and let's say the version 1. So it's the master branch 1, okay, the version 1. You have done 3 commits. How do you know? Git log. Yes, that was the first version. Let's say this is the second version and this is the third version. Usually these are the ID numbers, but to make it much more easy, I will say 1, 2, 3, okay, to make it much more easy. So you have committed 2 times. Every time you commit, you made some changes, of course. So that's the second commit and that's the third commit. again, you made some changes for every commit. Well, you may not see the real time. I'm not sure. Maybe you have to refresh the page again. I'm not sure if that works live or not. But this time now you are giving this file to the two different people. So now you are going to create a new branch for one of your friend. Actually, that's the professional resume developer. And you are going to give another branch to another person. It's another resume developer, but do it one by one. First of all, let's talk to the first branch. Don't create the second two branches at the same time. So I will create the first branch first to make some changes, then another branch for another person. Let them make some changes as well. And then we will combine them together. We'll merge them. Okay, so this time we decided to make a new branch. So this branch this time is going to follow from other side because you're going to develop in this branch, in your master branch. We can even write on the top actually. So that's your master branch. Master. Okay. So that's your master branch. Is that okay? Can you read this, or shall I make it a little bigger? Okay, master branch. And this time, this guy is going for another branch. So you need to give a name to that branch. Well, it could be a person name. If you are in the project, it could be a feature name. For example, we developers, we are working in a feature branch. Like, remember the last time I shared a picture with you, the branches, the feature, release, and so on. But don't confuse. We usually work in the features because we develop features and every feature has a number. So we just follow that feature with the feature number. But anyway, this could be a name. So let's say the person that you want to share is, let's say, John. Okay, so the branch name could be John. Yeah, you can write any branch name you want. That's all up to you. This is all up to you. So this John will be continue on his branch now. So there's no commit yet. Okay, there's no commit yet. But let's just delete this. Okay, let's just create the branch first. From where? From master. So from master, I'm going to create a new branch. Okay. So until now, I'm just working on the same branch. So we commit and I commit another. But this time I stopped committing. I decided to talk to a professional, let them write my resume. So that's John. Okay, let's get back to here and let's create our first branch. So how do we do that? In the presentation, before we go to break, there are several commands that we can follow. Here is the one that I'm going to follow. Look, actually we committed 3 times before we fork into a branch, but this image is just fork in the first commit. Make the first commit, then there's a branch, and there's a master continue, and there's someone else. That's you, okay? That is you. Well, in our example, in here, we will be following similar to this one. So, and then after the break time, yes, after the break time, we'll continue to creating some branches, and I believe you will understand the branch, merging, and also conflict. And afternoon, we will be together to continue with remote working with the GitHub and also pull requests. There's no push request, pull requests. Anyway, don't confuse. Next lesson, just branch, merge, and conflicts. Okay, waiting for you. I'll see you in a bit, and let's get up some coffee, tea, water, anything you want, and I'll see you back in 50 minutes. Oh, by the way, can I also have a break? So this time, no breakout room. Thank you very much. So after the lesson, I can have a breakout room. All right, thank you. Okay, thank you, Ulrich, for the music and for his assistance as well. All right, here we go. All right. So now we were just about to create John, a new branch. So this is going to be a new branch, okay? So let's get back to the I term. So I believe I can open the item here. Of course, no. So maybe I can just minimize this. So let's just open the item over here. Okay, here it is. Well, okay. So we have 3 commits. How do I see those commits? Git log. So I can say git log, just see the commits here. 3 commits done so far. 1, 2, 3. This time I decided again to hand my resume over John to take a look. Of course, I have nothing in it, but add some additional fields. So this time, let's create a new branch for him because I don't want him to work on my master branch. The master branch is mine, so I will just let him to work on the other branch. So this time, I can now use some few more commands like git branch and branch name. So actually, git branch name will let you create a new branch. Also, this one. Okay, so this one, git checkout -b, that's what I did last time, which is I preferred. So I use this one, git checkout -b and branch name. It creates the branch and checkout inside that branch automatically. This only create the branch alone. So let's try both. So for John, I picked a name John for my branch name. So if I don't use any branch name, if I just say git branch, what happens? Git branch. Git branch will show me how many branches I have on my computer. So it's just one branch, and I am currently on this branch. So the asterisk show me that I am now on this branch. So I have no other any branch. Well, let's create a branch for John. Git branch, but this time let's include the name, which is John. So the John is going to be my branch name for John. Yes, so let's create that. I am on the branch master. Let's see if the branch John is created. How? Git branch. That's it. So if you have a text after the branch, this command, which means then it will create a new branch for you. But if you have no name after the git branch command, it's basically show you how many branches you have. So now I have 2 branches, John and master. And I'm on master. It's green color, there's an asterisk here now. But I need to check out to John's branch, which is now git checkout branch name. I will come to that R and A things later because now it's irrelevant. But let's just check out to the branch name, which is John. Git checkout to John's branch. Enter. Now you will see no longer master, but John, because I'm on John's branch. And I will let John know that, John, go and log in this one. Now? No, not now, because I haven't pushed it to the GitHub yet. So the John has no idea how can get this branch to his computer. Don't worry. Not now. We will do it later. So right now, let's continue the John's branch. And imagine now John is using, let's say, just assume we push it to the GitHub, then he pull it to the from GitHub, then to his computer. Okay. So now let's just assume John is working on his local computer on this branch. All right. Do branch have some? Yeah, you can do any changes you want. No permission. You can allow the permission in GitHub. If you have a GitHub, then you can access to this GitHub settings, not Git settings. GitHub, on GitHub, you can let some people to use this branch, some people cannot use the branch, some people cannot push that branch. So you can make it in GitHub. Okay. Not here. So let's check Git branch again. So that's why many people are using GitHub, GitLab, or we will come to many other companies, they have Git services. Okay, Git branch. Now this time, if I say Git branch as well, if you can't see, if you don't see it as John or something, like if there's nothing, if you just say resume, because some computers do that. So you can just make sure you're on the John's branch. Thank you, Shada, for sharing this. Because some computers, like Shada's, doesn't show which branch they are on. So you can just say Git branch to see which branch you are on. But in many computers, they usually, if you're using Git Bash or Windows, it usually show it. If you're using the iTerm with my settings, it also shows which branch I am. Okay, now I am on the John's branch. Actually, John is John's branch, not me. All right, I'll just grab my tea. Okay. Well, let's continue. Let's make some changes in this branch. But all the changes now, as soon as I created here, let's check the Git log. As soon as I checked in the John's branch, actually, I can see every commit done so far in the master branch. Still I'm the John's branch, but let's look at here. I can still see that all other commits have done so far. Okay, so as soon as I create a new branch, so that is like a new commit. There's no commit, but let's say the M3 is just move and continue from this branch. Okay, now, wait, sorry. We just created the branch, no commit yet. Yes, so there's no commit, just created the branch. Continue, make some changes, and let's just see what happens. iTerm. Git log, Git branch John creates a new branch called John. Git branch show you which branch you have. Git checkout John is just check you out to the John's branch. We'll let you in here, John. Okay. Clear. Let's make some changes. Again, go to the folder. I cannot move now. Let's create another desktop here. Go back. Go back here and put it here. And also this one there. Okay. All right. So now here is the resume file. Still this resume file. There's no 4 different resume files. Only one. But it has 4 versions, 3 versions. Now it will be 4. I open this resume and now the John is editing. How do you know? You're on the John's branch now. Okay, John is editing now. Well, John is thinking about the resume format. Hey, wait, this resume is just having the heading and nothing else. So let's add some sections to the resume. Okay, so let me just make it bigger, bigger and bigger. So that's the heading part. You can think any styling you want, bold, big, and then small, different colors. This is all up to you, but just keeping basic is just simple text. Okay. All right, so let's add some sections. John decided to add some sections and now editing in the John's branch. Which sections? Let's say the current experiences. There are different several formats for the CV or resume. We are using CV here, but there are several different resume formats. Sometimes in the resumes, you share your experiences first, but if you have less experience, then you share your education and some projects first. That depends. Your skills list first. It depends. Some people just want to share their skill set first, what they have before their experience, but some people have many experience. They just share their experience, but it's good to have some skill set at the beginning. So some skills, okay. Okay, so that's one side, skills. Okay, let's add some line here, which, okay, John is just editing the sections. Okay, skill section, and then experience section, so, and then education, and then projects, awards, or more than projects. I think volunteer experience is also important. Here, I'm not sure there. So the volunteering, awards, and blah, 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 blah. If you don't have any award, don't worry. And projects maybe. That's not a correct format, I'm just writing. Okay, and this is the final one. References, we don't add any references. Hobbies, we usually don't, but yeah. Okay, projects. All right, John is first decided to just created some sections for the resume and then just save it. Okay, file and save, close it. We are on the John's branch again. We are on John's branch. Let's just workflow again, get back, git status, git add, and git commit. Git status. It shows that, okay, resume is changed. What has been changed? Git diff. You don't have to use this many times and all times, just to know. Git diff. Git diff shows me that, oops, these are interestingly, yeah, this is removed. Look at the interesting part. This is removed and this is added. Actually, yeah, these are the changes made. Okay, well, nice. Okay, that's all fine. And then so I can just hit continue, enter. Let me continue and go to the end of the file. Now it's the end of the file. Just Q. Oh, wait, I have a mistake here. Okay, let's fix the typo. Save it, close it. All right, now it's ready to add and commit. Git add all and then git commit. That's the one maybe you learned. Or like the Sophie's questions, we can also use this git commit with a and m, add and commit actually. So it's add and commit at the same time. If you're not familiar with this one, let's get back to the old method. Git add all and git commit. A message. If you forgot, what happens? If you forgot, the Vim opens. Write your message here. So I need to say insert mode first, I letter on my keyboard, and write my message here. Add resume sections, escape. I'm just going fast because I assume that you did this before, so that's why I'll just go quick. Escape for the quit. We will do again as many times. Don't worry if you cannot follow. And then just let me know I need to go slow. So these are the things, these are the same things that I've done before. So that's why just going quick. So added my message there. And then colon, write and quit and please. Okay, if you don't say please, it doesn't work. Well, done. All right, well, John has some sections. So John will continue editing, but don't worry. So this time we have a new commit. Let's see git log. In git log, this time, it should be John, but because I'm still using the same person, add resume sections. Okay, but it's in the John's branch. So it was in the master branch. It's now on John's branch. Well, which means the John has a new commit here with the John's branch. It's not a master. John's, let's say, is the fourth commit, or just John's first commit. It really doesn't matter that what are the numbers. Let's say John's first commit. We can change the comment. It could be amend, git amend, I believe. Git amend, last commit message, yeah. This should be git amend and your last branch, last commit name. Like, let me show quickly. In iTerm, if you didn't like the message, yes, it's good to know. You can amend. If you just say git amend, it will just change to the last one. But if you say git amend with the commit ID, that it will let you to change that ID's message. Okay, so you are still able to change the message name. It was a good question, by the way. Git amend, A-M-E-N-D. Okay. Now we have got this, and now this is now following from there. So we just separated it. Okay. Next, let's merge it back to here as another commit, M4. Okay, let's look at done. And you decided to merge it to back. Since it's easy to merge, that's the next command. Okay, because there are conflicts. We will come to that point. There are conflicts. It's not hard, but before we come to the conflict, so what did we do? We just created the branch. Now it's merging. Okay, so this is the creating the branch. You make commit, commit, commit. Now you are merging back to the master. To merge it back to master, you should get back to master first, which is git checkout master. We will come back to master and then merge it. Okay. So we'll go git checkout again, and then we will merge. So the commands we have just run is creating a new branch, this one, and see all the branches we have. This one. Can I ask you a question? When I do this, can you see the big mouse icon or small mouse icon right now? Is it big or small? Small. It doesn't affect you. Okay. Good to know. Because when I'm showing on my computer, it's become bigger, so it doesn't become bigger on yours. Thank you. It was a good to know, actually. Okay. All right. All right. Well, we have annotation tools, right? So we can use annotation tools. Okay. Until now, we use this. Git branch name. That we create a new branch. We write John's name here. John, git branch John to create a new branch. Then we see which branch we are currently, or how many branches we have, and also see which is my current branch. And git checkout branch name is to let me go to that branch, travel through the branch, navigate through the branch actually, is the git checkout, the branch name. And last thing that we will practice here is the merging. Git merge the branch name. Yeah, Hussein, thank you very much. Git commit amend. Yeah, amend should be dash dash. Okay. I appreciate it. Yeah, only this four commands here. The git branch name, git branch, git checkout, branch name, of course, and then git merge. So now let's check out the master back and merge it. Okay, merge which branch? The John's branch. So we will check out to the master. So it will be git checkout master. Then we will git merge John, because we want to merge John to the master. If you want to merge master to the John, then we will go to John and merge master. But this time we will go to master and merge John's. So you move there first and then merge it. And next you can go to the John's branch and then merge master. And you move back to merge, git checkout master. Now I'm on the master, the merge John's, and go to there, merge master. Okay, so we first check out the branch that we want the changes to be merged into. So we want to get in first, then merge it. It's pool, but we will merge it. Well, Sophie, you tell me the answer. What is the difference between git checkout ID and git checkout branch? I will show you what happens in both cases, and you will tell me what is the difference, okay? Let's make a challenge. This time you'll let us know. All right, so I'm getting back to my iTerm, which I will move my iTerm from here to there. So see a little bit more visual for the visual learners. It's hard to learn just listening, yes? Should be visual. Okay. All right, now let's clear, let's quit first. Oh, wait, not this one, this one, yes, okay. Now this time I'm going to check out to the master first, okay? I need to check out the master first, then merge it here. Since I have no commit, I'm not drawing any line there, any circle here, but just check out to the master first, then merge the John's changes, John's branch. So this is the John's branch. Okay, git checkout master first. We are going to do master first. Now we are in the master branch. Sophie, git checkout master, git checkout branch name. What it happened? What happened? What it does is just change the branch. Okay, what about the ID? I will try later. But first, let's merge it. Okay, so status, let's check the status. Okay, when I check, everything is clear. Let's check the git log. Git log. Okay, in git log, it says an update email address. Okay, oh, it's not mine. Oh, hey, wait, what happened to the sections? It's not in the master, it was in John's, right? So let's just see email address, phone number, and the header section. It was just my commits in the master branch, only this 1 tree. I can't see John's, but John can see mine because it is branched from master. That's why the John can see everything has been done so far until the comes it to the John's branch. But now I can't see the John's changes unless I merge it. So let's merge it. I'm in the master branch. Make sure you are in the branch that you want to merge into. Now you will just git merge what? John. Because John is the branch name for John. To make sure that is a branch, git branch is our command to check and make sure. Git branch. Here is the John. Okay, we have a John's branch. Quit. We can navigate to John's branch again with git checkout. It's only the checkout and branch and nothing else. Just only 3 commands I'm using now. Git branch and git checkout. No merge yet. Okay, git checkout again. You can check out as much as you want. Check out to where? John's branch. Okay, John. Let's go to John. So now you're on the John's branch. You can git log here. And you can see, oh, address to my sections. Oh, yeah, the John has the new updates, but me, I don't have. So it's the John's branch. So let's just, yeah, again, Yusuf, it's git checkout. I will show you once again. Git checkout. Let's go to master first. So this is how we go to master. And if you change master to the John, we go to John's branch. This is how we navigate through. We can switch, okay? Yeah, Betul, that's fine. No worries. This is what we'll do at the end. Yeah, Shada, thank you very much. Git checkout master or git checkout John. We can't do anything else because we have only 2 branches. Oh, we can do git log. We can also check out the other versions. Yeah, but let's go back and just merge the Johns first. So go back to the master first. Git checkout John, sorry, master. We will go to the master first. Now I'm on the master. I'm sure here. If you don't see that there, if you don't see the git master there, if you don't see anything there, like the last time the shared her screen, I believe, you can just make sure you run the git branch first to see which is your current branch. So that's my current branch with asterisk and the green color. It may not happen for you, it may not color it for you, but it might have an asterisk or something else to just indicate that you are in your current branch here. Now, let's run the final command, which is git merge the branch name. Okay, make sure before you commit, so before you merge, make sure that you are on the correct branch you want to merge into. You want to merge changes into, not the John, not from Jones to master. That's why in this case, from Jones to master, so you want to go to master first, then merge it. Okay, so then we will just run git merge. What? John. What's the name of the Jones branch? John is the branch name. No, Rabia, it's not from beginning. It's just where you stop off, like what was your last changes here. When you go there, you continue from M3, from the last one, okay? Not from the beginning, from last one. So you can see every changes here. It's like shadow copied, okay? I don't know what this term means, but shadow copied. Let's just, let's copy them. It's not exactly there, but it's just copied to here, this one, automatically. So you can see every changes, but you continue from the last change. Look, because we make the Git branch from this one, not this one. For the this commit. The last commit is involved. Now I'm going back here and I'm merging it. As soon as I merge it, I will have a new commit here and you will see the new commit's name. But now I don't have any commit yet because I haven't merged it yet. As soon as I run this command, it's now merged. Which means there is a new commit here. There is a new commit here, and it's merged.
Excuse me, Mr. Ramil.
Let's say M4. Yes, please.
Yeah, when I do the git merge to John, they give me already up to date. It's the same. Or...
Okay, maybe in John's file you haven't changed anything. John's branch, maybe. What did we do? Maybe you missed. Is we went to the John's branch first. Let's say git checkout and then John's branch. We went to the John's branch first. We open the file, we edit, we change it, we save it, we add, we commit it, and then we get back.
Yeah, I do all the steps, but it gives me like, yeah.
That shouldn't be there. Did you commit with message?
Yes.
John's branch, did you?
Yes.
But then you come back to git checkout. Did you do this? Did you check out to master first?
Yes. I'm in the master right now, yeah.
And then you try git. Okay, can you share your screen? Let's see, because it's not only you might have the problem. So let's see if any others else also have that problem. So let's fix it real quick. So I will just stop sharing my screen. So you can share your first before. Let me allow you others also to share.
Okay, sure.
Wait a minute. Okay, participants can share. Let me just stop. Okay, now you can do that. Perfect. Now it says everything is up to date in your resumes in your master. So can you just write git branch here? Okay, you have a John's resume. Can you navigate to the John's resume?
Okay, git. I think git.
You can just type John and tab on your key. Type git checkout. Git space checkout, then type John and then hit tab on your keyboard. Type John and J, okay, tab, then tab. Tab, not enter, tab.
Okay.
It will autocomplete. You know, okay. Joe and then tab. Okay, perfect. You don't have to write all this. Okay, now let's check git status here. That's interesting. Nothing to commit. Everything is clear. Can you say git log here? Git log. Okay. Add resume section. So interesting. It's in the John resume. Okay, it's merged already.
Yeah,
Look,
that's what I get. Yeah.
It's already merged. Look, how do I know that? Because in the last commit it says it's John's resume also the master. Which means it worked actually. So if you run the second time, it might have the same thing actually saying that nothing to merge actually. Everything's on up to date, I believe. So it's working, it's fine.
Okay, thank you.
The merge worked, yeah. The merge worked. All right. All right, continue sharing. Don't forget to mute your mic. All right, so thank you very much. Well, this time, because we merged, if I run the merge again, like Hisham, is that correct?
Yes.
Hisham.
Hisham, yeah.
Hisham, perfect. So as Hisham said, if we try to git merge once again, after we did already, it will just say, okay, so we have to say the Jones as well, John. So already up to date, which means it's all done. How can we make sure? Git log. If you run git log, and if you say that add resume section in the master and also the Jones branch, okay, nice, we have done, we have completed. Okay, that's it. So we can see the both names here. So which means we merge it back to there. So quit for quit, Q for quit, sorry. All right, so that's basically how creating a branch and also merging back works. Now let's do one more exercise, but this time I want to show you a conflict. Okay, let's just look at here. The commands we have just practiced is, right, so this git branch name will create you a new branch, okay? And then git branch lists you all the branches you have on your local computer. I will come to these points when we study GitHub. So git checkout branch name will navigate you to the branch. Let's say if you want to go to the Jones branch, you will just say git checkout John, so you will be here. If you want to check out to the master, you just say git checkout master, so you will just navigate to the master. If you're already on that branch, so nothing will happen. And I just skip this. This also creates you a new branch and also check you in automatically. Okay, it creates a new branch and also you check out the new branch automatically. So this one, this is the last lesson I've done. And finally, these are all delete. Okay, so this D and D is delete. But this one is the merging the branch name, which means you want to merge all the changes from Jones to master. Okay, from Jones to master. If I just draw it, if you want to, actually it's already drawn, but if you want to merge it from Jones to master, first you check out to master first, then run git merge John. It works. And the next time, if you want to merge every changes to the John again, let's say you make one more change and you want to just check out the Johns again. If you want to merge every changes from here to the Johns, because John hasn't updated, you updated 2 commits here. So this is the merge commit. You make one more change, but John doesn't have that change. And if next time you want to do this, because you are not creating a new branch, you will check out the John's branch first, and you merge, git merge master to make this one. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do that in our draw.io example here in this one. Okay, now done. Let you add that sections and let John continue through them. Okay, all right, so you decided, okay, oh, John has a great idea. Oh, what a great idea. So the idea of John is to have some sections inside your resume. Right click, sorry, no, just click and see, oh yes, you have received your updated version thanks to John. Let's zoom in now. Let's make it bigger. Okay, so John has a really great idea to have some sections for your resume that you didn't have. And now you are on your master branch. Look, you're on your own branch. You decided to continue at some skills because John doesn't know your skills. You know your own skills, you know your own experience, you know your education information. So you continue adding your skills. Let's say what skills you do, because it's about development. Let's start with the basic one. HTML, CSS, this is irrelevant to you, I believe, but you will learn HTML, CSS soon. That's fine. Python, that's what you will learn. DevOps, you're learning, and too many things. So let's say these are your skills. For your experience, currently, you are not working anywhere. Well, maybe you are making some internship and will be somewhere. So currently you have no experience, or your previous experiences maybe That's fine. For your education, you studied in some university, and then in 2000, let's say you graduated there in 2004, let's say. You have any volunteer jobs? No, you don't have any volunteer jobs. Question marks, no have. All right, awards, no have. Projects, oh, okay, I was working on project, library project, maybe, library management, Python project, library, Python project. This is you, not John. You save it, okay, you make your changes. I'll be waiting for you. I made some changes. It really doesn't matter. I just make changes. And I will hand it over to John. Are we okay? Nice. Let's check.
So ever since we merged, any change we make will be under master, right?
Depends. It depends. It depends. But it's a good question. Who asked the question? Sorry, I don't see your names while speaking.
This is Semi.
Oh, Semi. Hi, Semi. Yeah. Right. It depends again. So while everybody is just making their changes, let me show you that from the last lesson. Git branch. And then in the images, I think I found one of them is like that. Or maybe it's a little bit more complex. Or this one. Yes. Remember, it doesn't really happen always to the master. Well, in development environment, soon you will be in one of them. The master branch, we usually don't work on it because we almost not touching on it. Sometimes, yes, we might touch, but usually don't. So it might happen to the merge to the develop branch sometimes. Sometimes look, for other chains, you also merge back to the develop branch. So it depends where you want the last changes to merge from. It depends. So if you're mainly working on a develop, the main merge will be to the develop. The master will be the final, maybe like final release, let's say. Everything is passed from the test, everything is all green, and then, yeah, it's time to, let's say, to release, make it a new version. So let end user use it. So the master will be the last branch that the customer face in, but all the other branch, customer never knows any changes. The currently Facebook, let's talk about the Facebook. The Facebook we're using currently, most probably is not updated from the dev side. Developers is most probably working on many features that we really don't see currently. But when they are done, when they have finished their features, when they have finished their tests, once everything is all green, like tests are passed, which means then they all merge the master. When it is all the master, we can see those changes. Is that clear, Semi?
Yeah, so there are some changes we won't see as a feature.
Most probably there are a lot of new features in the Facebook currently, and even the Twitter, but we don't
okay,
see.
so you would only see the changes that would be passed on to master for that release.
Master is final product, the customer end product. The customer faces always on the master. The see everything.
Oh, okay. So it's like beta. Okay, I understand. So
yeah.
You pass it on to like something like develop.
When you
everyone else sees it there, but okay.
Whenever it's ready to use, let your customers use it and push it to master. The master is facing to the customers.
I got you. I understand.
All the changes have been done. All the test has been passed. So now it's ready to push the master. Once it is in the best master, then the customers can see it. Like customers means like the users, like as a Facebook users, let's say a YouTube user. So all the changes done, Google user. So whatever system you're using, as the final branch is the master that the customer usually interacts with.
I understand. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I hope it's quite clear. Yep. Now I think any other
I thought
questions?
master was something that, I mean, since I understand that it's a customer phase, user phase, now I get it better, because I thought master was something that we all pass it on to.
No. Usually we
After every
don't work.
change.
As a developer, we really don't. But if you're alone, like we are doing here, is a small exercise, you can work on master. Don't worry. But if you're a huge team and a development team, and the master should be your final branch that you can push the changes into when your codes are clear, no errors, no bug, it's all fixed, then yes. Before that, we push it to the release, like beta versions. So we use it the release. In the release, the QA developers are test it actually. And then we, as a developer, we write our own tests, like unit test, the feature test. But then when our tests are passed, because it's our own feature, then it passes to the QAs. I think we have some QAs here maybe. So they know the job better than me. But as far as I know, the QAs test it before it goes to the master. Before everything.
Okay, I understand.
They test all features. I test my feature. They test all other features, like release test.
Right.
So the bugs can be fixed here. The bugs can go to the feature again, fix there, and then merge back to here. It depends.
Yeah, and then it goes to operations. Then if operations agree, it goes. Okay, I understand.
Yeah. DevOps send it to do, let's say, master.
Yeah. I'm a tester myself. That's why I.
And if you're a CI/CD pipeline, too many things to know. But it happens automatically. Anyway, so the branch, we are not actually working on the master. But here, yes, the master is my main branch. Any changes I want to pull into master. If I want to pull into other branch, that's all fine. I can merge it. I can decide that, okay, my main branch would be develop, so I will change every change to develop. So it depends wherever you want. Okay, so basically the master is your most dangerous branch to touch in if you're working in an environment all together with many other devs. But anyway, so we are finally merging into the master. But now look, you have changed, you have added this, and let's see, git status. Oh yeah, you have modified. I know what I modified. I added this and this and that and this and this. Okay. Okay, look at this. These are the things I have added. I have added this. Let's continue. I have removed this empty space and add this. I have removed empty space, add this, and then this. I actually replaced the empty space with this new line. So, okay, these are the changes. Well, now quit. Let's add and commit. Git add all, and then git commit with message. What is my message? Add details to the sections. That's my message. It's clear to understand from John. Is that end of class? I believe the end of class is 15 minutes later. This is what I know actually. Yeah, we still have 15 more minutes. Yep, that's right. So I'm right. Okay. Now, let's just commit this first, okay? I'm not doing anything different, by the way. Just add this commit. Yeah, but promise you, after I merge this, I will release I will dismiss the class earlier today. No worries. Okay, so you can have more break. All right, so now I just add the changes and I add commit. Okay, let's check git status again. Status. Okay, everything is clear, but not John's site. Now, everything is done. again, let's assume you push it to the GitHub. So the John is pull it to the local computer, basically git checkout John. Let's go to the John's computer now, and with John's branch, git checkout John. This time, John doesn't have the changes you done. Look, John doesn't have those changes in his branch because you made your change in here. Let's say this is the merge. One more commit, M5. Now we check out the John's branch. The John doesn't have this change. So we are in the John's. John still have this one and not this new change. Now again, a merge needed. We need to merge from here to the John's. How do we do that? Again, first, when you decided to the merge, first think about which is most updated branch. Okay, I decided to make a merge. What are the steps? Decide which branch is ahead. So in this case, John's branch is not ahead. The master branch is ahead. So yeah, master is the most updated branch because you make your changes in the master on top of the John's changes. Yes, look at that. You merge it to the your branch, and you make the changes. The John doesn't have that branch in the John's branch. So when we decided to merge, we first decide which one is the most updated branch. Answer, the master. Which is the last updated branch? John's. I will check out to John's branch, and I will run git merge master this time. Look, not always we merge the changes to the master. Sometimes you want to take the updates from master to the John's computer because John doesn't have that. John's branch doesn't have those changes. So that's why, again, I'm now check out to the John's and see the git log, just add resume sections. What about your changes? Add details to the sections. You have the, okay, let's check out to the master branch once again to show you the most updated log. Git checkout master. Now look at that. And git log. Add details to the sections. This is what you've done in the master branch, not on your John's branch. John doesn't have those changes. Now, let's just quit. Let's get back to the John's now. Git checkout John. Let's see the git status. Okay, everything is fine, everything is clear, but John doesn't have the updates. John wants to make sure that if you have an update or not. So basically, the John is going to merge from you to his branch. Git merge master, which means now we are merging master to John. That's it. Hold on. When I hit enter, all the changes now merged into the John's computer. So John's branch, sorry. Now, if John open it again, he will see all the changes you have done. Look, boom, this, and oh, what is this? Okay. Now, is that okay? It's now John's branch. John decided to make some changes here again. Some university, the year, John didn't like this. John didn't like this no have things. If you have no volunteer things, John decided to remove this. If you have no awards, John decided to remove this. If you had a project, remember we put things in here. John decided to change that project line. Actually, to a better description, like like a library management system and written in Python. Okay, now a better way to describe. Some university, 2004, John decided to add which city? Sorry, which country or city? Yeah, city, country. So the John just wondering which city, which country. That's all fine. Okay, then you have a year, you have some university experience, which department, major, or maybe. Okay, this is the John's questions. Which major, which city? Okay. Experience, you have no experience. Well, we need to add some experience here. Add your previous experience here. Okay. Okay, so basically John edited this one, John saved this one, and John, of course, going to add and commit this. Git add all, git commit message. No, we can't merge without commit. We have to add commit first, then we can merge. Yes, that's right, Mina. With this message, refine some details. Okay. Commit. Okay, after we add and commit, now we can merge. Yes. Now let's check out to the master now. Let's merge John to the master. Git check out master first, and then git merge John. That's it. This is how we create branch, how we make changes, how we add commit, you already know it, and then merge it. That's it. So here in the slides, so actually we created a new branch only one time. We make every changes like git add all, git commit. The next time we check out to the new one, to the master branch, and then merge it. That's it. This is how that branch really works actually. Well, how about conflicts? No worries, we have enough time to cover all those things. So it's good to have some break, but let's merge it first, then we can have a break. So here, just enter. Everything is merged. Now the John's change is moved to the master branch now. If we just visualize it again, we just merge it to the John first. So let's say John 2 was the merge. John 2 was the merge first. John made a change here. And when it is changed, then it's again merged back to here. M6, let's say. M6, it's also merged. Okay, that's it. We went to the master and merge from John. Continue make to change in the master. We check out to the John, merge from master. We check out the master, merge from John. That's it, basically. I think there's a question coming. That's it from me. And I'm just waiting for if I have some questions or not. Okay, thank you, Betul. All right. Okay. So we have a question. So if you have no question, you can leave. No worries. So let me just cover up the questions quickly. So I've got from Leila. And I will see you again for 1 hour later. And we'll continue with Git. Actually, Leila, everything seems okay.
Mr. Jamil.
Yes.
So everything is okay. Just I wonder. So when I look at this terminal like this, so I cannot understand which branch did which commit. So there are commits, but I cannot understand. For example, John did the last one, the previous one, or the master did it.
Oh yes, because we are working the same email address. Usually, when John do in his own computer on his email address, we will see his email address, so we can know that what happens there. So, but basically, because we're all working the same email address, we can't see that. But I know your questions. I can't see you. You can't see this this thing here, right?
Yes. So like all the commits are like same. So
yeah.
I can't understand whether master did it or John did it.
That time GitHub comes into play. GitHub provides you this feature. It's just make it look beautiful. I think it's GitHub. I think GitHub does this. I'm not sure. Or maybe GitHub Desktop. I don't know. But there are some tools that shows you visualizing it. I never needed to do that, but I think it might happen in the Git command line as well. Git command line show merged.
Yes, the visualization would be good, but I don't need it. I just like when I look at the commits, I want to see who did it. Like,
yeah, somebody.
For example, who added the details or who added the sections. When I look at here, I want to see that.
How can you? Okay, there should be something. There's one I never needed to. And I think it shows you that where it is just get branch out, and then also merge back. I believe if that works, I'm not sure. I never use it, so I'm also learning some new things. Actually, I've been using it for years and years, but I'm still learning new things. So let's try this. Nothing happened. We don't really see it actually, that nice things, but actually, yeah, Git doesn't show you that, like which branch it's merged to, because it's actually in the same. Like once you merge it, it's merged. It just log you. It's just log you in your current branch, so it doesn't show you where it is merged into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you want to see that visualization, so that might be GitHub has this feature, or GitHub Desktop might have, or SourceTree, there's another app, but I don't use any graphical user interfaces. I never needed to. So that's why if you like that, to see those stuff, so you might need another software to see that.
Yes, but it is not about the graphics or visualization.
I get it. So your question answer is, yeah, Git doesn't show you where this merged from, but maybe it does. If anybody knows, just please share. But as far as I know, it doesn't show the branch.
I think that right now the author is the same. Author is the you, but you are using a different branch.
That's right.
Right?
That was my first answer, but the question is, can I also see the branch name?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Before I did the merge, when I was changing between the branches, adding something to this and that. So when I just use the git log, I was seeing that first 3 commands are made by the master. The 4th is from the, let's say my branch name is Pearl. So
yeah, until you merge.
Yeah, until the merge. When I set the merge, no more.
No more. That's right. Because you are on the current branch. It just shows you your current branch logs. That's it. It doesn't show you where it is merged from. Actually, it really doesn't matter. So because the only matter is the changes itself, not the where branch. What branch was it? Because branch was just an area, just a spare area. You do the changes without a conflict to the main code. Make all your changes, fix your changes. When you feel everything is right, then merge it. The important is the change itself, your commit itself, let's say. So the important point is this git log. So this one, what has been done, is the important one, not which branch it's coming from. Really. So that's why maybe I never needed to. Many other do, but yeah, that's some the visualizing, so you can see that which branch it comes from if you want to. But again, that is the same project. Everybody is on the same project. So that's why the branch name is not important. Who made it, when, and what is the important point. Maybe it doesn't make sense.
Okay, can we continue with mine, sir?
Yes, your
lunchtime or the end of the day you said about the tree installation.
No, yeah, tree installation. Okay, which one you are trying to work on? Let's run the comments. So can you share your screen? So let's see.
Sure. If I am able to. Let me see. I can. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, yes.
Let me close this so it's gonna be bigger. So, how can I install the tree?
First, run your command and see the error.
So let's remember sudo app.
That's because something you're asking I never used. I believe. Maybe I use, but I don't. I need to get the error first to kick on as for a solution.
Is the password. So this is my password. See?
Okay, you are trying to install the tree.
Yep.
So you don't have apt-get, and is that correct? Is it double P or single P?
Just tell me, I will do that. So.
Try double P. Apt-get. Try this one. Tree. Okay, so sudo apt-get is not working. Well, we got one answer actually. This is Mac, and we have homebrew.
How can I check it?
Just say homebrew, and it will show you some stuff there. No, you don't have homebrew. Okay, so sometimes if you're trying, if you're on the Mac, the homebrew is the best way to install some stuff there. So maybe why don't we install the homebrew to you first? Sure. On your, can you go to the brew.sh website? brew.sh on your computer, in your browser.